lesson, I will teach you how to make an animal trap out of a soda bottle. Let's get started. So with the trap I'm going to show you how to build today, you can catch lots of things, but primarily we're going to try to catch small animals. This is a great trap for small fish like bait fish, minnows, things like that, or for frogs or snakes. Fun story, my brother, when I was growing up, used to use the trap I'll show you today to catch snakes that he would sell to pet stores because he didn't want to get a job. So just kind of a fun tidbit here, but a very easy trap to make. Very simple, not a lot of materials. What you'll need is a 2-liter soda bottle. Ideally, it'll be perfectly round at the top. There are a lot of 2-liter bottles that have funny shapes to them. Just the old school torpedo shape. A pair of scissors, a Sharpie, and some twist ties. These are just twist ties that I got from my local grocery store in the produce section. Just a piece of wire that you can twist together to bind some things together. That's it. So the first thing you'll want to do is take your marker and your bottle, and you will draw a line around the circumference at the top of the bottle. So right here, draw a line all the way around, right around where it goes from being curved to being flat. That line is not super straight, but that's okay. So we're just going to cut and use that as a guide. And then what I'm going to do is at least 4, you can do more than 4, but I'm going to go and draw 4 dots on opposite sides of the bottle above that line. So up here above this line. And then I'm going to draw dots on the exact opposite side of those dots so that I know where to cut my holes for when I secure it together. That's step 1. So once I have a line drawn all the way around my bottle, and I have pairs of dots, one above the line and one below the line, across the bottle on opposite sides. So one here, or one set back here, one set back here, and one set over here, one set over here, ready to start cutting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a line right here. I'm going to cut along the line that I drew. And then I'm going to cut very, very small holes. I might even just poke them with my scissors on each of the dots. And again, you need at least 4 pairs of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do more, you can do more. And what we're going to do, just so you can have a little bit of a preview, is we're going to turn this top around and stick it inside the bottle, and it'll create a funnel for the animals to go into, but that they can't get out of. And those holes that we cut are where we're going to secure the bottle to itself, or at least the top to the bottom. Now that I've cut the top of my bottle off, you can see it's in 2 halves here. What I'm going to do is turn this around, turn the top around so that the small end is going to go into the rest of the bottle. And I want to line up the holes that I cut. Make sure they are the original holes, just in case the spacing is a little bit off. But I'm going to slide this in so that I have a funnel going into the main body of my soda bottle here. And once I've done that, and I've lined up my holes, I'm going to take these twist ties and slide them through each of the holes and twist them together. Here, I'll do one for you so you can see it. Let's slide it through the first hole. I'll slide it through the hole of the main body. Bring it together, and I twist. Now, Don't make these so tight that you can't get them off, because if you get an animal in here, you're going to have to take this back off. You're going to have to take the top off. But the idea with this trap is that it creates a funnel. And an animal, a small animal, like I said, a small minnow, a frog, a snake, can go in through this hole right here, in through the funnel. But once it gets in, it can't get back out. The hole is too small and it's raised off the bottom. So again, a great way to trap small animals. If you want something a little bit bigger, like let's say you're trying to catch bigger frogs or something like that, you could cut the top of the soda bottle off of the funnel so that it has a wider opening. Regardless, you're going to want to think about where to place these. So where should you place this? If you are putting this in water, put this in shallow water. You're only catching minnows. So you're going to want to put it in, probably no more than a foot. You may want to fill this with rocks so that it doesn't roll away if you're going to leave it for a little bit. If you are looking for something like snakes or frogs, dark, damp places tend to be great places. Brush piles. In our yard, we have a great place where we get salamanders that hide under an old garbage can. So I would take the garbage can, move it away from the wall a little bit, and slide this in there. I've never used bait for an animal on this, but I'm sure you could find some way to bait it. But the idea being that you want the top here secured on 4 spots and not a lot of gaps, because if there are gaps, the animals can get back out. And then when you catch an animal, you just take the twist ties off, like so. Hold the top off, and you can take your animals out of here. So there you go. Real easy, fun trap for small animals.